Yo, what's up, guys? A to the J and
Hunter Gaming.
today back in the video, and as you can tell by the title, we are ranking starting quarterbacks for next season. If you guys can tell, yes, Tannehill's on here. Yes, there's no Tua. That does not look like Mitchell Trubisky, but I'm just gonna say that's Mitchell. Cam Newton. Actually, I think that's it. So yeah, first one, I guess. Dwayne Haskins, quarterback for the Washington football team. For the Washington football
I'm gonna
team.
say so.
So there's elite, above average, average, below, and trash.
Alex Smith, I don't think he's 100% yet. They're probably gonna be starting him.
And probably gonna be starting Dwayne.
Yeah, they're probably gonna start Dwayne. So, by the way, his first couple seasons, he's like a below average. He has potential. It's just that he doesn't.
He doesn't have he doesn't have the star players around him that he needs.
Yeah, he doesn't have like a running back. If he gets those good receivers and good running backs, and like he can have really good. He has potential. It's just who he's on, what team he's on, and who he has on his team.
Okay. Next one. This is one that actually is gonna be very interesting that a lot of people do want to know. Ryan Tannehill.
I think he bounced back. He was okay on Miami, but he bounced back and won Most Improved Player.
But same time, and people have been saying, "Oh, Derrick Henry is a big reason why they made the playoffs and stuff." If you didn't see, Marcus Mariota was the quarterback. I think they went I think 1-4 with him, and then Tannehill came in, and then I think they went 7-2 for the rest of the year. I don't know. I know that Tannehill turned that team around, and they made playoffs with him. In my opinion, I think he's an average. I know he's better than Dwayne Haskins, but the one thing is that he's a little older, and people are saying, "Oh, all he's gonna do is just hand off the ball to Derrick Henry." They actually do have a decent wide receiver core, so they can pass. He can sling the ball to this and that, you know. So, yeah. So what do you think? I say average because like he's not like a below average like Dwayne Haskins, but like he's definitely like a decent quarterback, like average. Next one, in my opinion. I just haven't seen enough out of him. Yes, he did carry his team to his playoffs somehow. Jared Goff, yeah.
He's I don't even know. Below average and trash to me.
Well, we'll just add him here with Dwayne Haskins is below average. The one reason why is because he's not too bad of a quarterback. Okay, he's okay, you know. But honestly, I feel like Dwayne Haskins has proved more than he has in Dwayne Haskins' 1 or 2 years and Jared Goff's 5 or 4 years that he's been in the league. That's just my opinion. Next one, another one that's very interesting. He was injured all last season. Cam Newton.
Cam on the Patriots. He's got Edelman. I don't even think he has really anybody else. He's been out. He was out all season pretty much, really. So, and he's got to get used to his new team. I want to say he's above average. He did lead his team to the Super Bowl. I say he's above average.
The same time that was like 4 years ago now. Well, I don't know about 4, but it's been.
I say he's above average.
You say above average.
I say he's above average.
I could see. And guys, just so you know, this is what we think of how they're gonna be next season. So next one wasn't a Super Bowl. Jimmy G.
Jimmy G. Was a backup from Tom Brady, so he has definitely learned a lot from
Brady.
Brady. So I feel like when Brady retires, and I think after, especially that, I feel like he took like what he learned from Brady and all like the receivers being a backup. I think it can take like what Brady was, and I'm not gonna say be like Brady, but like he can. I think he's got really. I know I'm gonna keep saying potential in this video, but he's got like. I think they can do really good, even though they lost. I think they can do really good.
Let me see how old he's quickly. So guys, you see right here, he's 28 years old. He is 6'2", and he has a lot of like players around him also that, you know, like he has George Kittle. He has decent wide receivers. He has good running backs. He has some guys around him that can teach him the game more. And they went to the playoffs last year, so
He's on like the He's like above average and average.
Just because, like,
Right.
the same thing with Cam Newton. It's just he didn't he didn't win an MVP. But what, isn't this his first or second starting year? I think it's his second.
I want to say second.
So I'll give him an above average. People just say a lot about him, like he's trash. But honestly, I've watching his game. He he was out playing Patrick Mahomes, someone that like you would not expect like very many people would be able to outplay. So I could see that. Next one, I know you guys probably do not know who the heck this is. This is Justin Herbert, rookie.
Just
I don't know what college he went to.
he went to Oregon.
Oregon. Call it Justin Herbert out of Oregon. We're replacing the spot of Phillip Rivers. This team, as you know, lost Melvin Gordon, and then they have two injury-prone pass catchers in Hunter Henry and Keenan Allen. But they also, I think they still have Tyrell Williams, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, they got Austin Eckler too.
And they do have Austin Eckler, which he's actually a good receiving back, which would be a big thing for him. So he's a rookie, so like it's hard to tell, but just knowing off of what his team's around him and what you think of him, where do you put him?
So I wanted to say some stuff real quick. I did see a little bit of his college highlights.
I did too.
He's an To me, I feel like they would start probably Tyrod over. Like they'll probably like start him they'll probably start him week 1 and then start Tyrod week 2. I think he's gonna be a below average or like probably trash or below average.
And also, let me add this in. Remember that he does have to deal with Mahomes in his division also.
Yeah, and his division's pretty.
That's good, and yeah, that's gonna be one big thing. But he does have talent around him, just it's injury-prone talent, and we don't know about him being injury-prone or not yet. So that's for sure, in my opinion. And guys, so just like I said, like this is not like how they played before. This is how we think they're gonna play. I'm saying he's gonna be like a below-average type quarterback next year. In my opinion, that's what I can see him as.
I'm gonna put him at below average.
I see him like between like. I can see him between below average and average, honestly, in my opinion. That's just what I can see. Next one, our favorite team's quarterback, actually. Ben Roethlisberger.
All right. I'm not going to say much here. And not because he's my favorite QB, or he's not my favorite QB, but like, he's on my favorite team. No. He is an elite quarterback. How many Super Bowls has he won? 3 of 6. He's won 2 of our 6. I think personally he's an elite quarterback, definitely Hall of Famer.
Well, Hunter, remember this is for next season.
Oh, next season. Okay, no. This is gonna be his last year. He's got Washington.
I'm putting him in average. That's just what I think of him.
Yeah, I think he'll do at least average. I don't think we'll go. We have a chance at wild card, but
I say average because like. He has a lot more talent around him now this year, and after that injury last year, I've watched some of him throughout like training and practice recently. He's been looking really good when it comes to that. So, excuse me, I see a lot more. I see Ben can maybe carry to a playoff, like a wild card or something. It just doesn't help. We have Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, and the AFC North also, and then the Browns. Browns are such a controversial team. Like, no one really knows about them, and the Bengals, they're not going to do good, obviously. So that's that. Next one. I just didn't want to get too much into Ben because, like, I know, like, it's going to be all controversial. Like, oh, you're a Steelers fan, blah, blah, blah. Well, if it's coming to all time, yes, Hunter, I definitely agree. Elite, Hall of Fame quarterback. But, like, when it comes to just next season, he's definitely an average tier.
Derek Carr, trash. Trash. They're gonna do terrible. Dude. Derek Carr. They need to get rid of him. They're definitely in the they're really into the rebuild state.
Okay, so yeah. Next one, the guy who sees ghost, Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold. They lost Robbie Anderson. They lost Jamal. I want to put him in. I want to trash.
Just trash.
trash.
He has guys around him, but honestly, I see him just handing the ball off to Le'Veon Bell next year, like all year. I don't really see him holding on to the ball much and passing it a lot. Next one, I don't know. He's been looking like a really good quarterback for the past few years, honestly, on that team. MVP potential, no. Has he brought them to the playoffs the past few years? Yes, and honestly, they've beaten a team like the Saints the past 2 years. That's insane, and I could see that as a good thing. So, what do you think?
I put him in above average. Yeah, I put him in above average.
Above average. So, like,
They did
no one
lose
talks about him. Like nobody talks about him. And honestly, I've watched his play, and honestly, he plays really good. And yes, like he does have good wide receivers, but if you don't have good wide receivers, it's hard to like do good when you don't have great wide receivers or even just good wide receivers. So next one, so this one is kind of controversial. It goes between Ryan Fitzpatrick or Tua. This one we're just gonna go with Fitzpatrick here because he's on here actually. I don't know who they're gonna be starting. In my opinion, I feel like they're gonna start one week and one the next week and see like what they like.
I know people are gonna judge. So I don't know if people like that watch your channel know what a journeyman is, but I think out of a lot of journeymen, I think Fitzpatrick is probably one of the best journeymen. Honestly, I would say it's definitely gonna be a tough decision for the. It's gonna be tough for the Dolphins and especially man Tua. But see, Tua's injury prone. Fitzpatrick got a lot of experience.
And Fitzpatrick, honestly, he did not do that bad last year for that team. Yeah, honestly, if it wasn't for him playing how he did, they probably wouldn't even won a game or two. They won, I think, 5 last year.
I'd say Fitzpatrick is like
an average
to a below average.
Yeah, I could say that. You know, he has his play. You know, he's looked good throughout his career. Yes, he's been on 15,000 different teams, but for all those teams, the times he's played, he's looked pretty good, honestly. Next one, Eli Manning just retired, so this will be a starting quarterback for him no matter what. Daniel Jones.
Below average. He's got receivers. He's got a running back. He's just... He's not the one. New York, he's not the one for you. He's not the one. You got good receivers and you got a good running back, but not him.
Next one, Gardner Minshew.
Trash. Jaguars would do trash too.
And guys, if you guys didn't see our 1 tier list, we literally put them to 1 to 2 wins.
I'd probably.
So next one. So I've done a lot of Madden, and with the new 2020 roster that obviously people have made, Philip Rivers on the Colts. Some reason to make the playoffs every time, and I feel like Philip Rivers is good. He's a good quarterback, yes. Never won Super Bowl, never won MVP, but he looks like a good quarterback. And with the Colts in his fit there with T.Y. Hilton and him, I feel like that's going to be an interesting fit. What do you think, Hunter?
Philip Rivers had an up and down career. I mean, hey, he's definitely done. He's pretty good. He's like in the average tier, of average to above average. I think he can. I don't know. I think that they could be like the Titans and somehow pull it out and go to the playoffs.
Next one. This is one that honestly, this season after they just lost D-Hop, this is one that's really interesting.
They lost Lamar Miller. I heard they lost Lamar Miller and he's going to the Patriots.
Yeah, they have David Johnson now. Deshaun Watson.
Oh. Definitely.
He's definitely above average. Is he elite yet? No.
No.
I don't think he's elite yet.
Average, but like they lost. He's gonna have trouble this season though. He has Brandon, but he's gonna have trouble.
So I'm still gonna put him at above, but yes, I do see a lot of trouble coming into him. Next one, A-Rod.
A-Rod, he's what, 30? He's around LeBron's age. Or no, he's not. Yeah, he's like 38. I want to say next season will probably be his last one. He did lead the Packers to a playoffs last season.
Actually,
He's like he's
conference
above
championship
average.
too. Don't forget that. It was a conference championship. He
Right.
led them too.
I think he'll. Yeah, around a lead or above average.
I'm gonna put elite. We'll have our first elite. This next one, he just same thing with Kirk Cousins. He doesn't get talked about a lot. Stafford. He's a
I
good
think-
quarterback. Like I see a potential in him still.
Yeah, I say average for him.
It's just his team. Like if Calvin Johnson didn't deal with all the injuries and stuff, he would still be in the league probably by now. Him and Stafford have a great connection, and honestly, Stafford and him might be a playoff potential team. The one reason why I'm gonna keep him as an average is because you got Kirk Cousins and A-Rod in there, two really talented teams and two really talented quarterbacks. Then you have Mitchell Trubisky and the Bears. Trubisky sucks, but the Bears team itself, the defense, really good. Same thing with the Vikings, good defense. So Stafford, I feel like, is going to be like an average quarterback next year, in my opinion.
Oh God.
So I'm gonna put him in average. Next one, I think I know what column you're putting him in.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put him there now.
Who's that?
Drew Lock.
No, I know it's Drew Lock, but the one that's after him.
Yeah, it's Mitchell Trubisky, but it does not look like him. I don't know if it's actually Mitchell Trubisky.
He's below average.
Saying him is below average. There's really nothing to say about him. Like, he has players around him. He just sucks.
All right.
Next one, we've seen this guy move teams quite a bit. But
Bridgewater helped out the Saints when Drew Brees was injured. Now, yeah, I think he'll do. He's around an average or below average. He'll do like below average. He'll do something like that this season.
next one, I see a lot of potential in this guy. Very young, very talented, Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, hey, got knocked out. It was a brutal loss. It was a really good game though. I was actually not home to see the game, but I still got to watch. Well, I wasn't home, but I still got to watch it. Really good game. Josh Allen had a good season. He's got what's his face now?
Stephon.
He's got Stephon now.
Mm-hmm.
He's got who's the running backs? Isn't it still Singletary?
Yeah.
I think I think he'll be above average this season. I think they might have playoff potential too. There's a lot of teams that they have new players that I think like some teams may make playoffs.
Mm-hmm. I think Josh Allen definitely above average player for sure. Next one.
Oh, you're in where I want him, but he's got Odell. That's the thing about Baker. The thing about Baker was he didn't make the right choices of who he was throwing to. He did have his running backs, Nick Chubb carried that team, but then when Kareem Hunt came, him and Chubb were getting it done. He's got to throw to Odell more. Odell, he's older now, and Odell's really good. He targeted Jarvis. Targeted Jarvis and what's his face, and Chubb and them more. He didn't really target Odell.
And then whenever he would target Odell, he would just overthrow him or something because he thinks like Odell is just like a god. He thinks Odell is God, literally. So like
Right.
he just overestimates too much with him. And Odell's very good, very talented, but Odell is not no Randy Moss, not no T.O., not no Jerry Rice. Like he's Odell. So I'm gonna keep him at below average. Next one, people are hyping him up a lot, but in my opinion, I don't see him being what people say he is. Joe Burrow.
I feel like he won't stay in Cincinnati for long.
I don't see that either.
I say he'll stay there for at least a season or two, and then he's going. and that's going to be the problem. I see.
Rookie contracts
are
are 4
hyping him.
I think rookie contracts
Yeah,
are 4
4
years, so he might stay for his whole contract and then maybe go.
That's gonna be the thing, though. That being in Cincinnati is gonna ruin his career. I think, even though people are really hyping him up, I think he can do good. It's just that he's gonna be like, cause he's used to he has Randy Moss's son, Thaddeus Moss, or is it Thaddeus? I think so. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like he had Randy Moss. He had really good college players on his team. He had a good, wasn't it Clyde? No, Clyde. I don't think Clyde was on his team, but he had good people around him he could throw to, hand the ball off to, and
they won the national championship.
Right, he had players, and they went all the way. So he can lead the team. He's just gonna. He has AJ Green and Joe Mixon. Just AJ, he's injury prone.
Injury prone
Joe
every
Mixon,
year. Joe Mixon, very good running back. Has a lot of potential.
He's good. He's got Joe Mixon, but it's AJ Green.
Mm-hmm.
Who else does he? And other than that, really, I mean, they got Tyler Boyd, but I mean, that's about it.
Tyler Boyd's pretty good. Oh, and John Ross still. Forgot about that.
Oh yeah, he's got some okay receivers, but not what they won't have a winning record for sure. So I would say he's a below average.
Low. All right.
But I feel like he can move up.
Next one, Matty Ice.
Matt Ryan just got tied early. He's only got Julio and Calvin, but Julio's gonna definitely help him there.
Todd Gurley, they got too.
They have a decent O line. It's just I really don't know. And yeah, Todd Gurley is a good receiving back.
Mm-hmm.
Todd is just coming off of an injury season, though. I want to see he's an average above that. Yeah, he's
Next one, this is someone I see so much potential in. I love his
right,
play.
Yeah.
He reminds me more of Michael Vick than Lamar Jackson does. Let me explain why first, though. For all you guys that are like, oh, Lamar Jackson's the next Michael Vick. Lamar Jackson's the next Michael Vick. Oh my God, he's so good. What? Well, maybe he's not that good. So you guys probably heard the Madden 21 ratings of Lamar Jackson being a 94. Reason why is because Lamar Jackson, he's really not the best when it comes to throwing. Lamar Jackson is. People call him a running back. When the people see him play, they say running back. They don't see quarterback. They don't say quarterback. They don't say, 50 plus touchdowns in a season. They don't see a 5,000 yard season. They see a running back in Lamar. And that's why when it comes to Kyler Murray, he had a good year last year. Rookie year, he had 21 touchdowns, I think 11 interceptions, which is okay. And now we're getting D-Hop. He has Fitzgerald, good tight end, Kenyon Drake. They have a good team built around him, and honestly, they have a lot of potential. And honestly, they possibly could make playoffs even. If Jimmy G and the Niners don't do good like they did last season, Seahawks, you already know they're gonna do good. But if they don't do as good, Cardinals possibly could have a chance to make playoffs. And Kyler Murray was like I said, the people around him, he has a lot of potential, and he's a good scrambler too. So he reminds me of a Cam Newton. When we're talking about Cam Newton here, he reminds me a lot of a Cam Newton, but but better. I see him as better. He's smaller, yes, but that's kind of good for him. If he's smaller, he can roll out past the D-Hop or something like that. So, in my opinion, I see an average for him.
He's got, but later on in his career, if he stays and D-Hop stays, or he gets some other people too, good tight end or so. I mean, he's got a good team, but even better people than he's got really good potential. I see Kyler being a really good player.
Next one, very overrated in my opinion, Carson Wentz. Sorry. The next two are very overrated. Him and then Dak Prescott. Very overrated people.
They should have just kept Nick Foles. I know. Nick Foles is a wonder. He only played for a couple games, dude. Even though it was the playoffs, Nick Foles stepped up in those games. Carson Wentz overrated, injury prone, dude.
If Carson Wentz was in the Super Bowl, I'm just saying this now, Patriots would have won.
They would have lost. They would have lost. Right now, I don't care. They would have lost.
It's just how he is. So, in my opinion, I'm putting him as a below average.
Yeah.
Next one, Dak Prescott, obviously very overrated. Also, same thing with him. Below
Trash.
He has he's better than people like Sam Darnold, Derek Carr, Gardner Minshew, and the other guy. But when it comes to him, I don't see a lot of like. I see he has a good team around him. I just don't see him pass the ball to Amari Cooper a lot. Randall Cobb, I don't see him giving everybody the ball. I don't see, and he just, I don't know. It's just how he is. Next one. Very overrated.
Overrated.
In my opinion, should be considered a running back. Should be a running back. Honestly.
Why? All right, this is gonna be a long one here, boys. All right, stop hyping this man up. Just because he's so good at running, man, it doesn't mean you should put him at a 96. This man cannot throw for crap. He's only good for running. If he's like this, dude. The way Lamar Jackson plays, even though he's a really tall and somewhat of a weight guy, he needs to be a running back. He just needs to be a running back. He's overrated at QB. He cannot throw. He's only a scrambling QB. Kyler Murray is like a Michael Vick. He won't be like Mike, but he's like him. He could throw. Michael Vick was a thrower. Michael Vick could throw on the run. He could scramble out of the pocket. I'm going to put Lamar at least an average. I'm just going to give him an average. I don't care.
Next one, I mean, we already know where he's going, but, like, I want to talk about it anyway.
He deserves a freaking 10-year contract. That man right there deserves a 10-year contract. I don't care what you say. If you say Lamar does, I don't care what the hell you say. No, he does not. Patrick Mahomes deserves it more.
I mean, Mahomes already kind of got it anyways, but Mahomes...
Future freaking Hall of Famer.
Future Hall of Famer. Future multiple-time MVP. He got drafted back up for Alex Smith for a year. His first year starting MVP. It's insane to see something like that. You see Lamar.
This man was done over like.
Now look. I want to say this too. Same thing happened with Lamar. First year was a backup. Went to the playoffs, lost. Next year, did pretty good. Okay, MVP, and then playoffs, lost to the Titans. Mahomes actually went to the Super Bowl and won. That's just
You want to know something? Mahomes and the freaking what game was it? Maybe it was the only one. Yeah, no, it was the freaking Super Bowl. The freaking Super Bowl on the freaking one game against the Texans. That man was down 20 freaking more plus points, and that man decided somehow freaking came back and freaking just won the dang game. Both games. In the Super Bowl against the Niners. Against the Niners in the Super Bowl.
Next one, Wilson. I mean, we already know what column he's going in, but just want to talk about him some.
He's got a really buff wide receiver. Yeah, even though Brandon likes to disrespect DK Metcalf, he's got a freaking buff wide receiver.
Honestly, DK Metcalf is just broken. DK Metcalf is what I call the next Randy Moss. Like, honestly, he got the speed, he got the height, he got the strength, yeah. Like, he just looks like...
He's got Lockett, he's got Chris Carson. The thing that I don't like a lot about Seattle and their head coach, Pete Carroll, is, like, he's more of a running coach. He has Wilson. That was a really dumb play. Russell should have audibled that back to, or not back, but audibled it to the run, and they probably could have won. That's the thing about Pete Carroll. Russell Wilson, I think he can be a future Hall of Famer.
Well, he will be for sure.
Super Bowl, another Super Bowl.
Honestly, this year I see the Super Bowl being Seattle and the Chiefs. They just look both like really good teams. I can see really making.
And the Packers got lucky with that BS call. Jimmy Graham was he wasn't even on the freaking line. He was he was a yard short of the freaking thing. He just slid across to the freaking mark. That was not a first down. Seattle would have won that game.
So, next one. I mean, we already know what column he's going in, obviously, or people are going to get mad.
I don't even want to talk about him.
It's Brady. Next one, last one,
What?
actually.
No. Yo, you can freaking get mad at me. I don't care. I like what this man said. Even people that support BML said this. They support what Tom Brady says. If anybody kneels on his team, he's quitting. That is respect. I respect Brady. He may be the GOAT. I may not like him, but he got my respect even more.
Next and last one. Definitely
Drew
probably
Brees.
his last year, sadly. I love Drew Brees. I love his play type. I love how he is. You already know what column he's going in. I love how he is. I love how he plays. And he has a good team around him. It's just that Kirk Cousins is his arch enemy. He is his kryptonite. Kirk Cousins is Drew Brees' kryptonite. Actually, sorry. The whole Vikings team is Drew Brees' kryptonite, for God's sakes.
Yeah, if he faces the Vikings in the playoffs,
Playoffs, he's screwed. Like he's not gonna win. I'm sorry. It's not against him. It's just his Vikings team. I don't know. I'm surprised. I haven't even made the Super Bowl yet. Like honestly, like it's how they play. They beat one of the top tier teams like the Saints.
Saints fans, you better hope that your team gets rid of you know who before Drew Brees retires, because I'm pretty sure you do not want him on your team when Drew Brees retires.
40 interceptions next season. Breaking records out here, boys. So I think I have to tell by our thingy. It's done. It's finished. As you can see, if you guys agree with it, tell me down below if you got. And don't be mean in the comments. Like, don't say, "Oh, Lamar Jackson deserves elite." Like, just tell us, like, "Oh, like in my opinion, Lamar Jackson deserves elite. My opinion, Justin Herbert deserves elite," or something like that. Don't just go, "Oh, you're stupid because you think Ryan Tannehill deserves the average. He deserves a freaking Hall of Famer tier." Like, just calm down, bro. Like, all you need to say is, "In my opinion, I think Tannehill should be like a Hall of Famer, even though Tannehill's not gonna be a Hall of Famer." It's just just what I'm saying. Anyways, thanks for watching. As you guys seen, our last Heroes video was a banger, just like all these other ones are bangers. Hope you guys like watching. If you guys do, make sure you guys like and subscribe for more daily content like this. Maybe we'll do running backs next. Maybe. We'll see you guys on next time.
Bye.